man, hey, what's up? What's up? Good morning, humans. My goodness gracious, look, I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm so excited today. I got so many things going on, so much to do, lots going on. But as of right now, I can't go anywhere. Kay, wala pa nabot akong tao. Wala pa nabot siya man, uy, ambot, murag stuck sila sa traffic or ambot murag Pinoy time siguro, uy. I don't know. Either way, whatever the case may be, it's still a good morning. It's still a beautiful day. The sun is shining bright. The birds are chirping, and the buildings are on fire. Yep, the buildings are on fire. Yep. Unbelievable. But anyway, look. As I wait for my people to get here, I'm just kind of patient waiting, and I hear like a small explosion, like that's loud enough to the point it caught my attention. So when I look at the building, I was like, oh snap, the building is on not the immediate building, but just like within a good viewing distance. It's the damn building is on fire. I'm like, oh snap, this is interesting. And suddenly I'm reminded of the worst case scenarios, right? Of the fire spreading widely and it's out of control, which is not so far-fetched because I have experienced so many damn fires out here, and a lot of them are like back to back, and oftentimes those fires are happening kind of suspiciously, sometimes, and a lot of them are blamed as like house fires or the use of or the misuse of butane cans, which has a tendency to explode if it's overheated. Those are common things that people use in the household. So anyway, look, you don't have to go very far in the headlines or on social media to see to see Sunug's fires that has happened throughout the city. Or sometimes it's not like within close proximity to you or to your residence or your office, but you can look around the city skyline and you see like a huge dark smoke somewhere, and you're like, yep, that's a fire. That's just another fire. But the reality about fires is that they are scary, and a lot of them have unfortunately left a lot of people homeless throughout the years. And I know some good friends of mine who have been fire victims and find themselves living in a gym in a barangay hall somewhere like for months, and it's kind of hard in those instances. So yes, my brain goes into those territories and thinking of worst case scenarios. But the reality is that in this case turned out to be a very small fire. And what was really cool to see was that it got put out pretty fast. Within minutes, the fire rescues, fire rescue personnel, firefighters, first aid people, or those people that just kind of showed up really fast. And what's interesting about this is that I have also been to parts of the world, or in cities or within provinces right here, where it takes a long time to get some help in those instances of fires or public emergencies. And you'll be lucky if somebody shows up within a day, because either places are so remote or they don't have the resources. Obviously, this is not the case here because Cebu is a fairly developed, civilized, fully functioning city. But again, it's just a sound of my thoughts, sound of my brain. And I've experienced these things. I've seen them happen. And as this actually happens, so within viewing distance, and I heard the damn little explosion, my brain just went, oh, hey, I'm booked. It's just the way it worked. It is hot, my gosh. Let's sing with Monko. But anyway, look, check it out. So it is in that spirit. I actually, captured this little footage. My gosh, grab it, Monko, sing with, oi. Whew, so I captured this little image of boom, explosion, blah 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 blah. Small explosion, not to exaggerate, small explosion. And of course, within a minute, or two, you see the people running. Oh my God! And then of course, within the next few minutes, it was like all kinds of fire rescue people, fire personnel, and so on and so forth. And they came through, kill that little fire, get it out the way, and then life goes on. Be back to another beautiful morning, just the sun shining and the birds chirping without the sunog in the building. So a good day lagi hapon. But anyway, I gotta go. I'm out of here. So it is on that note, and with a big smile, I share with you the little clip that I captured along the way. So this little clip right here was taken immediately, well, I guess a few minutes after the little explosion, and after I saw all the big giant freaking bursts of dark smoke flying up in the air, and I was like, oh snap. And true story, at this point I was thinking, oh my goodness, I'm putting a snooks in McDo. Where am I gonna get my burgers? But it wasn't McDo at all. It was actually the building in front of McDo, which I think is also a restaurant. So this is probably like a grease fire. But anyway, let me fast forward this a little bit. And yeah, so yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, where am I gonna get my burgers, my chicken nuggets? And then I was like, well, basta okay na gihapon Jollibee. We can still get some burgers and some chickens. But as you can see, this is a whole commercial area that's very near a residential area. So it's not hard to imagine the worst case scenario and then fire spreading and everything. But luckily, as you can hear the sirens in the background, like these bomberos, these fire killers, they showed up pretty fast. And they came ready, man. They came ready to snuff this little fire out of its misery. Yep, and they got some reinforcement, some more. Yeah, they just came in. Actually, come to think about it, it makes sense that they would show up pretty fast because this area is in the middle of two main fire stations, like within maybe 1 or 2 kilometers from one another. So that kind of makes sense now that I think about it. But anyhow, this went in. They wasted no time. They did their thing, man. They gave this little fire no option, and obviously it didn't go nowhere. It didn't spread. It didn't get any bigger. They patay that little sunog right away. Another cool little observation here is the fact that this road get pretty busy, and although all these fire trucks that had to convene for the sake of this little sunog, they didn't actually have to stop traffic. And the traffic kept flowing all 4 ways from both little shopping malls across the street and going up and down. That's pretty cool. This is one of my favorite parts right here of this whole video. So you see there's like one of the fire guys climbing the ladder right here in the back of the building. and he walked up, he walked straight up to the front. He looked down, he's like, hey, I'm bored, okay na tanan. Hapit na lunchtime, ato na me. And he walked out like a boss. He walked out like a boss. And soon after, everything came to an end. And he was like, yep, we're good to go. And the car started to back up. The ambulance was like, we out of here. Wala patay. Wala injury. So we out. And anyway, this is my little observation, my little capture, my little fire story. And chances are you probably got some fire stories of your own. So the only logical question at this time is, what's your fire story? Oy, ato na ko be. Pagtawag mo ko akong tao, kaya wala na ko kabawa sa siya. Ambot. Cheers. Humping. Ciao.